because that keeps so many people from getting out good books or good information, and allows you now electronically to be able to do it yourself. So I feel that, yes, I do understand where you're coming from with the tactile. This was something that someone poured their life into and put their heart into this work. But the thing is nowadays that doesn't exist. That is obsolete.
But then my argument is, then you slowly lose yourself.
But there is no more. Like, look at a old text, religious text, when the monks used to just, transcribe it. They used to have the beautiful lettering and everything. I mean, that is gorgeous to read. But the issue is that type of stuff is lost in our current day and age. Very few people still do things like that, and if they do, they rarely ever publish it, other than maybe a book or two,
or they find the font on the internet.
And that's the issue. The thing is obsolete.
I agree with this. Everyone should see what it has to say. I don't believe in hiding information. I believe everyone should know everything to their best ability. I don't think it should be put in their face like, hey, did you know this? Hey, did you know this? But if they truly want to look at it, or maybe a little hint or something that happened, they should be able to get it. We should know what's on the Dead Sea Scrolls, or whatever other archaeological find that happens. That should just how it be. We shouldn't have, the government or whatever tell us no. Or religious people saying, no, you shouldn't see this because you're not worthy. That's not how it should be. But, personally, as human beings, yes, we will keep advancing. That's just how it happens. That's evolution. That's the way history has shown us. The moment we find something better than the other thing, we prefer the other thing. True, we keep artifacts, and we look at them and go, look at this. This is how people used to fight and kill each other. And this is how we do it now. We just press a button. So, boom. I look at it as, almost in a way, we're almost bound to lose our humanity, but why should we look at it that way? Why should we look at it as, oh, we're going to lose our humanity anyway, just might as well just fucking...
Well, the big thing, too, is, okay, you're correct to an extent, where the Dead Sea Scrolls, someone poured their life into it and all that stuff, and we appreciate that. That's why we have it as an antique. It's there because we appreciate it, and we still do to this day. And it's not to say, it's not just the physical aesthetic. You're going back to the words, the different languages. People replace the original appreciation physical to what it was saying.
Another thing
is religious, wasn't it? It was a whole religious...
Is having the physical original copy is a good thing, because we actually get to look back like the original letters from the Bible.
Yeah, people mistranslate it.
People mistranslate.
We need the original.
So we have to go back and see certain things, kind of stuff. And with technology, things could get manipulated so easily. That's how come people get fooled all the time. When you could just simply Photoshop something so easily. Just think what we could do in the future. We could suddenly Photoshop videos.
That comes down to the issue of...
You can Photoshop videos.
Well, no, I mean to the extent where it is, people think this is reality.
Here's the issue with that. If you're talking about altering information, physical books are less secure than electronic books. Because electronic book, I can create a DRM on that electronic file, and no one, unless they have some serious skills,
or from the company,
is going to be able to crack my DRM. And so, at that point in the issue, there is no more problem, because no one's going to just go and alter the information. I think what your issue is you are looking at this from a sense of Wikipedia and stuff like that.
Well, no. I'm looking at it as in a sense of people do have those skills. We look at them. We look at
the Adobe Suite. No one can torrent. That file is a lot harder to get.
But people, the more we get, because it's bound, technology is bound to happen. That's
eventually
that's a given.
able to. There's going to be one or two.
But technology will always advance, and so will security and technology.
It'll keep it at a pause.
But also, people will advance with it. People are bound to.
So that's what I'm saying. What's going to happen is it's going to keep advancing. It's going to be a straight scale.
But we're going to try our hardest to advance
and technology
or get by.
It's going to shift at the same point, continuing keeping up with itself. It's never going to outweigh one or the other, because that's not the way it works. We advance technology, so we have to advance security to match with technology. It's always going to stay like that. We don't just randomly say, guys, the next 10 years we're just going to advance on technology and screw security. I mean, We don't have to worry about hackers anymore, and that doesn't happen. That's ridiculous.
But at the same time, we have to it's going to get to a point where we have all this technology, we have all this stuff. Everything is connected to one thing. Like you calling someone, you reading a book, to you shitting. It's bound to happen.
Oh yeah.
But the point is one man. True, there's not a lot of people with the skills, but there will be
At least one.
the few group, even one guy, the ability to fuck us all over. I mean, we think it's only in the movies. It's true, movies do over-exaggerate tons of things. Certain things cannot happen.
It sure as hell gives those certain people the ideas, though.
But people have to realize there is a possibility. If someone truly wanted to fuck us over, not saying they can fuck us over with everything, but those certain things that can fuck us over, or at least make us go crazy, we're basically just giving them an access point.
I mean, I agree with that to an extent, but still the issue is very few people will be able to alter it. And if they do, they're not going to be able to alter it on a mass scale. And that comes down to the publishers. The publishers will be directly giving you the information. So as long as the publishers regulate the information and they're fine, publishers aren't part of the government. So they literally, they just print it out. But the issue with text is very unsecure. Because all it takes is someone to say, oh, I'm going to publish a book about something. And they make the book look really cool, and they write all this stuff, and it seems legit and awesome, and they print it out, and then we start reading it. For all we know, it's true. But he could easily have altered it. But it's just like the Bible throughout the years. I mean, kings went and changed it.
And I'm not saying physical books can't be altered.
Well,
Everything.
I'm just saying they could be
can
altered
be.
easier than electronic
But
books.
the big thing about that is, it goes back to the connection between physical and digital. Is I have a book. Well, what are you going to do before you go and buy a book? You're going to check the reviews online and see, okay, is this real or whatever.
And then there's the old joke that the power goes up. I mean, true, we're going to get to a point where we're going to have backups and all this stuff. But it's backup. And
But that's the issue. Power is not even a problem anymore because devices hold charge for so long, and there are actually portable solar devices that people can get now. They're relatively cheap. You can just easily hook up a portable solar charger. They have them for the USB ports that hook up to Kindles, iPhones, all of the stuff, iPads. They hook up to all of your mobile devices. You can literally just set up this device outside on a sunny day and charge your devices. I mean, this is the technological point we have gotten to where relying on the power company...
We're bound to find a power source to charge our thing.
Yes.
Well, because it is such a technological world, we are required to back every single little object up.
And that's another thing. If you're really that worried about security, all you have to do is when you download your files or whatever, for your books or your information and stuff, take it and you put it on your own storage drive that never connects onto online. Then that's your own personal library. Like, I mean, it's like carrying a massive library in your pocket at all times, and no one can ever touch it but you.
Well, that is the big thing too. Is I mean, I honestly don't think we'll have a choice. Is the only book stuff that will be entertainment. But when it comes to dictionaries, encyclopedias, and textbooks and all that stuff,
They get outdated so fast.
well, not just that, but it's the convenience of multiple things in one. Like the Kindle, for instance. I can spend $500. If I am a serious reader and I'm going to constantly be buying books, the investment of a Kindle is a lot better because I can be on a plane and I can be reading one book. And I can go, you know what, I want to read another book. I just flip the switch, go to another book, boom. That's the issue is, you can't carry a full
Hundreds of
bag of
books.
all these books. I mean, e-readers will say that all the time, is they love having the convenience of being able to read whatever they want, when they want. And the big thing, also going back on what you were saying about the vision affecting the books and all that stuff. I'm sorry, we talk too damn much. But that's what you get for choosing this topic and
I don't
having
talk-
Daniel
I don't talk
in this conversation.
Conspiracy theorists.
Conspiracy theorist. We've already whipped him a
Raise
couple
them,
times.
raise them.
Anyways, if part 2 satisfied your needs, next Friday-ish, yeah, probably next Friday, you will see the last part to this video. So please stay tuned on our Facebook or Twitter and any other social network you feel like doing things on. So, thank you for watching. This is Blabbermouse.
Fight the system.
We pick the topic, and we talk a lot.
Subscribe.